ago, the world was a totally different place in which to live and work. Europe was already at war. The Chinese had already been invaded by the Japanese. And America was trying desperately to stay out of World War II. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny Sunday morning on the island of Oahu. The time is about 7:55 in the morning. Young men and women are starting to raise the flag on the battleship, the Arizona and the Oklahoma, and all of the other great ships of the Pacific Fleet under the command of Admiral Husband Kimmel. Two young servicemen called out and said, "There's a large flight of aircraft coming in from the northwest." He said, "Don't worry about it. It's just that flight of B-17s coming in from the States." Indeed. 6 Imperial Japanese aircraft carriers, the Akagi, Kaga, Hiryu, Soryu, Shokaku, and Zuikaku, have launched 286 aircraft for an invasion of America's island base of Oahu. The date, December the 7th, 1941. The place, Pearl Harbor. You are there. The Mitsubishi A6M0, the Nakajima B5M Kate, and the Ayachi D3A dive bomber. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto had instructed one of his young commanders, Minoru Genda, to put together a battle plan which would allow the Japanese to invade Pearl Harbor and take them completely out of what they knew was the beginning of World War II. The Mitsubishi A6M0, the fastest aircraft in the Pacific Theater at that time. This aircraft with over 350 mile an hour capability. Very light, very agile, very maneuverable. America didn't have anything but P-40 Warhawks and Brewster Buffaloes. An aircraft coming out of the 1930s to fight against them. High above, the Ayachi D3A dive bomber. A 250-pound bomb between the wheel wells. It drops that bomb down on the foredeck of the United States battleship, the Arizona. That great ship exploded with such force. She went to a watery grave on that December the 7th morning. She took 1,190-some American sons to a watery grave. They sleep there today. Nakajima B5N Kate. This aircraft with a specially designed torpedo between the wheel well. You can see them coming in from the right. Admiral Yamamoto knew he had to have a weapon that would fly shallow in the waters there at Pearl Harbor. They came in, they lined up on the United States battleship, the Oklahoma. First one, then two, then three of those fish went into the shallow water at Pearl Harbor. They impacted the side of the Oklahoma. That great vessel rolled over on her starboard side. 400 American servicemen. It was Christmas before they got them all out. Some of them had been alive for as much as the better part of that month. 2 young servicemen, Lieutenants Ken Taylor and George Welch, managed to get their P-40 Warhawks off of Haleiwa. They got them loaded, they got them fueled, they got airborne. And between they and 5 other young American servicemen were managing to take down over 7 of the invading forces on that December the 7th, 1941. Feel the concussion of the bomb. Smell the acrid smoke as it burns your nostrils. War is not pretty, is it? But because of this, America was drawn into a war. 2,400 civilians and military people lost their lives on this 1941. Imagine yourself, an 18-year-old serviceman. You're on the foredeck of the battleship Nevada. Your skipper's got the steam up. He's trying to get out through the bay into the Pacific waters. He starts towards the opening. He knows he can't get out. He beaches that great ship at Hospital Point just to keep from blocking the entrance to Pearl Harbor on December the 7th, 1941. Listen. Next morning, our President Franklin Delano Roosevelt went before America's Congress, and as he knew that Pearl Harbor had already taken place, a radio signal went out and said, "Air raid, Pearl Harbor, this is no drill." Moment of the occasion, our Ambassador Cordell Hull was negotiating peace.
1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The attack yesterday on the Hawaiian Islands has caused severe damage to American naval and military forces. I regret to tell you that very many American lives have been lost. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that America did gain that inevitable triumph. Yes, it was 4 long years later and many hundreds of thousands of lives. And as we listen to the great Kate Smith sing about our great land, I want you to think about Rosie becoming a riveter. I want you to think about Ford building tanks and Jeeps and all of the things that were happening right here at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, trying to get America's airplanes up and flying and ready for our young men and women to go. I want you to think about America as it started saving rubber and aluminum and gasoline and sugar and all of the things that America's young men and women needed to go to war to protect this great nation. You know, whether it was World War I or II or Korea or Vietnam or Panama or the Persian Gulf, Tora, Tora, Tora! Kenny Kreitz, nice job. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear it all the way up and down the line as we see the last big wall of fire from the Tora.